Raise your hand if you or someone you know have fallen victim of the chicken wing muscle up. I think if you've been in a CrossFit box, you've definitely saw it. There's so many tutorials out there that are very valid, that address all the component of the muscle up, from the keeping to how to use your hips and your whole momentum and body. One thing that I actually would like to mention today that is not really mentioned a lot is your hand position on the bar. So what a lot of people do when they jump on the bar is that they jump with their knuckle literally straight over in the vertical line onto the bar. What happens is that as soon as they go into the keep, the knuckles start to point back, and as they come up, they pull themselves up this way with the elbow coming in and bending the wrist. And this happens that you get with the chest into the bar, and then you have to chicken wing your way out, just because you're not in a comfortable position this way. One way to address that is that as you jump onto the bar, as opposed to having your knuckle pointing up, you're gonna have your knuckle pointing a little bit more forward. So you're still gonna have your knuckles up as you keep, but then as you come up again, your knuckles are gonna be pointing that way, and it's going to be easier for you to pull the bar down and find yourself in a better position to get on top of the bar. This is my tip number one. The second one is, when you use your grip especially, make sure that you allow your hands to move a little bit and slide. Because what a lot of people do also is they squeeze the bar so hard that there's no room for them to move anymore. So they find themselves stuck in this position, so tight onto the bar, and then they have no room to rotate over the bar. So this is something that I think can really help a lot of you. So instead of starting with your knuckles pointing straight up and find yourself down here, start with your knuckles forward. So then you find them vertical, and then you have still room to go up again. And the second is, make sure you don't lock your hand onto the bar. Allow a little bit of friction just so the hand can rotate. I'm gonna show you one where I'm gonna get stuck under the bar, and then I'm gonna show you one where I'm actually gonna go for a full muscle up. So the first one is here. It's weird to try to feel muscle, but I think you got what I mean. Like, people jump up many times, and then they find themselves in this position, and they have no more room to get on top of the bar. So now what we're gonna try to do is just go a little bit over the bar. So when we go into that keep and back up, we're actually in the right position to pull the bar down and find ourselves on top of the bar. Give it a try. Keep in mind all the other cues that you probably heard before on tutorials or off your coach, but then try to implement this one too, as I think it's just a small adjustment, but can give you a lot of benefits. So go ahead and try it and let me know how it went.